Today, I'm going to make a video about the age-old question, how do I become a millionaire? Now, for most people, becoming a millionaire is something that they want, and I'm willing to bet that a large percentage of those people that want to become a millionaire want to do it relatively quick. So, I realize that the title of the video is How to Become a Millionaire in 10 Years, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you today. While the title of the video is How to Become a Millionaire in 10 Years, I'm also going to show 20, 30, 40, and 50 years. Now, I guess this is different depending on what age you're at. If you're 40, you probably don't want to become a millionaire in 50 years. If you're 20, you have 40 years to become a millionaire, depending on what your goals are in life. The thing is, though, is you'd be surprised by the amounts that would be required to become a millionaire in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And ultimately, what I want to do through this video is show you guys the power of compound interest and how that can multiply over time and result in some massive benefits. So if you're 18 to 25 years old watching this video right now, I hope you realize that this isn't a get rich quick scheme. This isn't a, become a millionaire next week kind of thing. It's a long term play, but I feel like what 18 to 25-year-olds do, and I can speak to that because I'm within that range myself, is we often think about money as, something that I feel like we don't think about money in the long run, to be honest. I feel like going to the movies, going out, this, that, we don't think about what $10 could get us in, in an investment. And I get it because a lot of us are with that. A lot of us don't have the extra money, but I want to really show you how this extra money could lead into a much more comfortable lifestyle down the road. So, I'm going to refresh this page. What I'm in is just a simple investment calculator, and I'm going to show you guys if you had $0 today, okay, after 10 years at a 7% return rate, you would need to invest roughly $6,000 a month to, at the end of 10 years, have $1,026,310.39, with your total contributions equaling $720,000 and your interest being $306,000 that you make off the investments at a 7% annual return rate. Now, for most people, investing $6,000 a month just isn't realistic. It's not attainable at all. So, um, even with a 7% return rate, I mean, it's difficult. $6,000 a month is $72,000 a year. That's almost twice the average salary in the United States. So, let's just say we stretch this out to 20 years, and you know what? Actually, let me just start off by showing you the power of compound interest, okay? Let's just say we are 18 years old in this scenario, okay? And let's just say in 32 years, so when we're 50 years old, if we just put $10 into an account today with no additional contribution, so what is this, a Big Mac meal, $10 tank of gas, a movie ticket, when you're 50, that's worth 87.15, okay? Now let's just say, yeah, big whoop, 87.15, crazy, I know, right? Let's just say you invest this same $10 when you're 19. It's worth $6 less. Now, if you really want to see the impact of that, let's stretch this out to $1,000. So $1,000 becomes $8,715. $1,000 at 19 becomes $8,100. And I mean, we can keep going. You can see how, so 871 versus 814. That's the difference between a brand new Tesla or not, right? Now, how many 18-year-olds have $100,000 to invest? Not too many. But what we can do is, let's just say you have a starting account with 2,500 bucks in it, okay? And we'll put in 60 years old, so 42 years. You invest $1,000 a month, okay? That will leave you with $3 million when you're 60 years old. All you have to do is put in $2,500 today, right? And if you guys want a breakdown of where I put my money, how I put it in, and what my strategy is, let me know and I'll be happy to go over that. But $2,500 today, after 42 years, at $1,000 a month becomes $3 million. Let's just say you start this when you're 19. It's $200,000 less. That's the difference that this makes. So let's take a look. So, if you have 40 years to become a millionaire, starting at zero today, it would take you not even 500. That's insane. Not even 400. Rather than putting in that $6,000 a month for to become a millionaire in 10 years, if you had 40 years to become a millionaire, all you would have to do if you started with $0 today would be to put in $400 a month at a 7% return rate, and your contributions of $192,000 would lead into $800,000 of accumulated interest for a total value of just under $1 million. Now, if you had 30 years to become a millionaire, play around with the numbers, it would take $900 a month approximately to become a millionaire. So almost double the amount of money to end up at the same result, and the only thing you did was wait 10 more years. So if you're working a job and if you have $200, $300, $400 a month extra left over that you could still survive but not need it, look at that. I mean, because let's face it, most people don't start getting into their income peak until they're around 30 years old. So assuming you start at 30, you invest for 30 years, you're 60 at that point. It's insane. I mean, if you started investing $900 a month at 30, you'd have 1.052 million when you're 60. If you started investing that same amount at 20, you would have double that, 2.25 million. I realize $900 a month is not realistic for every 20-year-old kid, but if you have $100 here, $200 there, it's really worthwhile because that compound interest really contributes significantly over the long run. Now, if we want to become a millionaire in 20 years, it's going to take even more. I'd say 1,800. No, let's try 2,000. $2,000. So 5 times the same amount as if you were only putting in $450 a month less. $400 a month, sorry, at the age of 20. So this really should show you the power of compound interest and what it can do to change your life, right? Imagine being 20 years old, you work a full-time or a part-time job. Most people live with their parents at 20, or if you're in school or whatever. You could find a way to put away $400 a month. You will essentially make $800,000 off of a $192,000 investment, resulting in an net balance of just under $1 million at a 7% annual return rate. And you might be wondering how I got this 7% return. So over the past 50 or 60 years, the average growth off the stock market is 7%. So this is based off a historical figure. Again, the power of compound interest is insane. I really strongly urge all kids to go ahead and try and put just $50 aside, just whatever you can. I mean, look, even at the age of 20, if you put away $50 a month, that's $125,000, and that's assuming that obviously this will grow over time, but it'll add up over time. And if any of you need help with this, please leave a comment down below, and I'll be glad to teach you. What you can do. There's things like robo-advisors. So, I know stocks and investments might be scary for a lot of people, especially people that aren't into tracking it daily or that aren't into finance. But things like robo-advisors, they do all the work for you. I'm talking about Questrade, things like that. You just have to put the money in. They'll invest it automatically. They'll put it where, it's best based on your risk appetite and go from there. Like I said, if you need help, reach out, leave a comment. I'm more than glad to help you out. And, let's try and create some more millennial millionaires. Thank you.